NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. One of the famous layouts on the PGA Tour is the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. This is the King's Palace. Arnold Palmer built it, Frank, in the 1970s.
And for so long, it has been the showcase for Orlando golf.
Frank, this is an interesting hole. It's the par 4 13th, and it isn't necessarily a driver off the tee. What are the options?
Yeah, you break it down, 250 off the tee, leaves 120. There's nothing wrong with playing the hole that way. You get a little over-ambitious here and run out of fairway. That second shot over water. Whoa.
That is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Par 4 13th, Frank, how do you hit this approach shot?
Rich, it's the first par 4 at Bay Hill where the water is actually on the right of the green, and that has to be taken into consideration. Just a little errant shot, and then you're going to be wet. So a little left of the...
Wow, what a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Par 4 13th, Frank, you've played it on a number of occasions. How do you attack this hole?
Really one of the shortest on the golf course, but this is a fool's paradise here. There's a lot of things that can go wrong.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
And with that birdie, moves to third place. Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker. When he goes after it like he is here.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, huge.
Frank, that is position A.
It'll, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
In a very aggressive mode with that birdie now in second place.
The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. Bunker is there, takes an excellent shot. And then 18 is all you want. We know that with the water in front, that second shot which comes over the lake. And that's a hold your breath moment. It is a great finishing 3-hole stretch at Bay Hill. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320. 320 yards, just crushed it in the fairway. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just 5 feet left. Frank, that's the biggest roar I've heard all week long. That was an eagle roar.
Yeah, for good reason. Not just an eagle, too. All of a sudden, back in contention.
Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Birdie try up next. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So close.
Had every chance of going in.
This would give him the par.
That's a good par there, Rich.
Frank, now one of the signature holes here at Bay Hill. It's the 18th, scene of quite a bit of history through the years.
Yeah, if you can hit a tee shot around 300 yards, it's going to give you about 150 in. So that's the goal here. The tee shot, wide fairway, but once again, second shot.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. So that concludes the final round here at this spectacular setting. Frank, final thoughts on the tournament?
Rich, I thought this was really a fantastic venue that challenged the players, and we saw some exciting golf out there all across the board.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. It's opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
I'm loving that balance.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
That's good work right there. The former National Collegiate star moves inside the current cut line with a birdie. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Dialed in now for this second shot here to the 12th hole, Frank.
A chance for another birdie, Rich. Just be a little aware of this green. Nice little rolls and contours and different levels. So just be aware of exactly where that flag is cut today. And just try and keep it on that section.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Stays at 1 under with that par. Thirteenth hole is where the action is right now. Let's take you there. As we check in on this early round action, we join our featured golfer, already playing well to this point. Couple of low numbers on the scorecard.
Yeah, it looks very good. Good swings out there and some good putting as well.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Settles in over the putt. That is a painful miss right there. And a bogey. Drop shot here at the 13th. So a tester from 4 feet.
How did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Clean this up with a tap. Putt drops. Now at 1 over par. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. He has this attempt for par. Well, not in contention, but in for par. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today, it's live second round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
Oh, this is right at it.
Pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. How does that not go in? Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, fifth hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Birdie try up next.
Even par currently.
Well, at last, a birdie. Frank, the sixth here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with. Well, par fours, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. This looks to be at least an extra club, maybe two clubs going way up that hill to the green. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Go ahead and do that. What a putt. Well, Frank, how about this hole? 602 yards of putt. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. 602 yards these days for a long hitter.
What do you say? It's a drive and a 7-iron?
That's a mid-range par 5.
Well, yeah, 2 woods. The longer hitters will definitely get at home there, especially in good conditions. But bunker down the left, avoid that, carry that, and then we can think about the second shot. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
How about that? Every green in regulation. Excellent ball striking today. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Nice birdie and a nice little move on the leaderboard, getting to 2 under par. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right. It's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. You knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie.
Really. This is that awkward length. Can't birdie them all, Rich.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier.
Nothing wrong with that one. How about 300 yards and in the fairway? This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but he's well on the cards.
So he's hit it inside 30 feet, not his best, but still a chance.
Yeah, the odd 28-footer, and that's exactly what it is. I've seen a few of those go down.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Good putt. Third round coverage comes your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo and our entire crew, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the International Challenge. Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878, in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Thorner alongside Frank Nobilo. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze and then the closing stretch is played into the breeze. So really you sort of make your hay on the way out and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. That doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. And it's a long way to the hole from here, never easy. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No. Just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
So just a formality here. Did the job right there. And ready to tee off here at the par 4, 391-yard second.
Yeah, it's not overly long. The biggest priority for the players is just avoiding the bunkers. All 11 of them, whether it be with your tee shot or the second hole. But at that modest length, it is very much a birdie hole.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good birdie right there.
Yeah, this game, when you can't win, it's all about top 10s, top 20s. And currently, that's exactly where they stand.
Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why, there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the third. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll. All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Action is underway, and we'll take you out to hole number 4. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard. Looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised actually to have a very good round today. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, how important is club selection?
The best players in the world make the best decisions. They choose the clubs and the right clubs more often than anyone else. When the flag is on the front, you'll often see them slightly past the flag. When the flag is at the back, you'll see them often just slightly short of the flag. Choosing the right club is probably one of the hardest things to learn in the game of golf. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Birdie try up next. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Starting to make the move, now to -3 with yet another birdie. Birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the International Challenge. Always great to be in Troon, Scotland, at the Royal Troon Golf Club, founded in 1878. Frank, it is a golf course, true links. It's bathed in history. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. See if our featured golfer can get a little something positive going here, Frank. It has been a miserable day.
Yeah, things have just appeared too tough. So really just somehow just eradicate everything you've been thinking right now. Realize this green's big enough. Just get something on the green. Opportunity maybe for a birdie.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Mark that as a birdie on the card. And this is where Gene Sarazen, the squire at the age of 71, in his farewell appearance at the Open, that was back in 1973, made an ace. How about that?
Amazing.
Frank, not just a player, but an artist. Just beautiful work right there.
The only thing I can say, Rich, is that was Seve-esque.
So coming off the birdie on the previous hole, a chance now for yet another one.
And momentum all in his favor.
Good birdie right there, moving to third place on the leaderboard. Frank, how does the front nine finish up with this par 4?
Well, the par 4 ninth is called the Monk. It's not overly long, 423 yards, dogleg to the right, just one bunker down the left to be avoided.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. Clean this up with a tap. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Good-looking shot right here. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Now comfortably inside that cut line, the former national champ makes birdie. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after two rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the International Challenge. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Always a treat to be in Scotland, Frank, and at one of the oldest golf clubs in the world, Royal Troon.
It's getting close to 150 years old. It was first established. It only had 5 holes on it. But over the Open Championship roster, this has probably been the most successful, or provided the most success to American players. The last 6 Open Championship winners were all American.
Has one of the most famous holes in all of major championship golf, the 123-yard par 3/8. It's known as the postage stamp, and one of the legends had a really nice moment there many years ago.
The late Gene Sarazen, the squire, he had a little ace there, and all televised too. And it was a great way to remember his phenomenal career.
And with that birdie, moving into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
And we're starting to notice the name.
Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
Second shot, good look at the green.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round, ball's meant to go in.
And that's in for a par. Frank beginning to head towards home. This is the 13th of par 4.
Another dogleg right. Problem isn't really the tee shot here, even though there's undulations and mounds all over the fairway. Second shot's played uphill to an elevated green.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Frank, not close, but from that lie, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
Wow, what a putt. That is huge. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14th, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus, the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Coming off a bogey here yesterday, chance to make it right. Starting to put it together right now, Frank.
Join that trio at the top.
Day 3, and what a tournament this is shaping up to be, Frank.
Quite simply, great weather. Great golf, great fans, which is the perfect mix for a golfer trying to win a tournament. The final round, if this is anything to go by, has to just be sensational.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the International Challenge. This could be a good one. Trying to make yet another birdie.
That's what you want to see. Right now, right there, great birdie.
Time running out, but still, he could get the job done. We'll see. Frank, now at the 15th, and how hard is this par 4?
The key really is to get the ball on the fairway here. Avoid those 3 bunkers, because this is one of the flattest greens on the golf course. Get the ball on the green here. Any putt's makeable.
That's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on. He's safely on deck.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That is some good work right there. Birdie and one shot closer to the lead. The back nine here at Royal Troon has only one par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back. But I remember back in 1997, playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it onto the green from behind the burn. That was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special.
He certainly was. He then knocked it in from 40 feet for an eagle 3.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that.
Really? This is an awkward length.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Well, hit the green, but certainly not close to the hole.
Yeah, probably barely give him a C for that shot.
Just ideal. Good speed on that putt and just a tap in remaining. As this one for par. That is a solid par putt. Great finishing hole here, Frank, at Royal Troon, the 18th.
Really, it's all about the tee shot. If you find one of those pot bunkers, then the best you can do is lay up, and then you're looking instantly at least a 5.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That is an unusual golf swing, but those have worked throughout time. Lee Trevino, Ray Floyd, Jim Furyk. They've done all right, haven't they? And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Frank, I have to say, I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
And consequently, a very solid round. Continuing with that kind of play can certainly put you in the winner's seat.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today we're here at Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all of the action. Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
We've got a big golf course in front of us today. Robert Trent Jones II designed this golf course really to fit in with these marvelous surroundings. But consequently, we have like what I would call almost an inland links. It's going to play like that. Ideally, you'd like to play this golf course through the air, but it's very exposed to the elements.
Down to the first tee now to get the round going, and a stout par 4, Frank.
Yeah, straight out of the gates. The wind obviously very important here. If you were to play it into a head breeze, this would be just a mammoth hole. Just done. Well, when he goes after it, he is here. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good. Oh, huge. Ooh. Huge with a capital H.
Busted that. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. Now to the second hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards really to the big long bunker that goes all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance, too, to get off to a good start.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll. How did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. They'll take it. That's a par. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
-1 in the early going. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right, but if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.